denied Zera Tindal, devastated after her mother refused to crown her princess. Zera Tindal's heart sank as she watched her mother, Queen Amara, place the diamond-encrusted crown upon her younger sister Lyra's head. At just 15 years old, Zera had dreamed her entire life of the day she would be named the heir to the Tindal throne. But as the cheers of the kingdom's citizens echoed through the grand palace hall, Zera felt only a deep, aching disappointment. How could she do this to me? Zera thought, trying to hold back tears as her sister beamed with pride, the crown glimmering majestically atop her head. Zera had been told since birth that she would one day rule the kingdom, yet her mother had chosen Lyra, the younger and far less experienced of the two sisters, to be the next queen of Tindal. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you will never miss out any of our updates. As the coronation ceremony came to a close, Zera hurried from the hall, slipping out a side door and making her way to the palace gardens. She needed to be alone, to process the betrayal she felt from her own mother. Pacing back and forth beneath the blooming cherry trees, Zera replayed the events of the day over and over in her mind. I'm the eldest. I've been trained to rule since I was a child. How could she choose Lyra over me? Zera cried out in frustration, her hands trembling. She had always been the responsible one, the one who her parents and the kingdom's advisors lauded as a natural leader. Lyra, on the other hand, was flighty and far more concerned with balls and fancy dresses than governing a kingdom. As the sun began to set, casting an orange glow over the palace gardens, Zera's initial outrage began to subside, replaced by a deep, aching sadness. She had been robbed of her destiny, her life's purpose. All of the long hours of study, the etiquette lessons, the meetings with advisors, it had all been for nothing. Zera sank down onto a nearby bench, burying her face in her hands as the reality of the situation set in. She had lost everything: the throne, the respect of her people, the legacy she was meant to uphold. And it was all because of her mother's unexpected decision to choose Lyra as the heir. As the sounds of celebration continued to drift in from the palace, Zera felt more alone than she ever had before. She had been preparing her entire life to rule, to lead her kingdom to prosperity. But now, that future had been snatched away, leaving her to pick up the pieces of a shattered dream. The young princess didn't know what the future held, but one thing was certain: she would never forgive her mother for this betrayal. Zera's heart hardened as she made a silent vow to fight for what was rightfully hers, no matter the cost.